Today on Singles Court, Sally and Theo are squabbling about their wedding plans.
We make the decision, not you and your sister. You're not marrying your sister.
She wants to keep the date.
We've sent out the invitations for 200 people.
Yeah, but
we've even put a deposit down on the hall.
He's just out of date.
The man makes a decision.
Who are you?
That's what my father
you?
did.
And
Anyway.
Norman's in a sticky situation over a phone bill.
Well, yeah, I made the phone call.
To a psychic hotline.
Rhonda says, if you want to reach out and touch someone, pay for it yourself.
If you want to talk, why don't you call Lola, see if she can give you the winning lottery numbers, and then you can pay your own damn phone
Lola doesn't
bill.
give advice like that. Lola gives...
Hi there and welcome to Singles Court. You know, singles throughout this country have problems in their relationships. Every day it's something new. Sometimes they can solve it themselves. Other times they need the help of an expert. And that's what we're doing today. Today singles have problems they couldn't solve themselves, so they've come to see the woman who is an author, a lecturer. She even owned and ran her own dating service. She is relationships expert Angela Siegel.
Hi, David. How are you doing?
I am doing very well today.
Me too. I'm ready to solve some problems, kick some butt.
Kick some butt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
easy, easy. Okay, Angela, meet Sally and Theo. Sally is a dental hygienist and Theo is a warehouse foreman. Sally's all set for a December stroll down the I Do aisle. Theo's refusing because his sister won't be able to make it. So the lovebirds are in a jam. I call this the case of setting the date can wait.
Theo, sounds like the plans got kind of mixed up. What happened?
Well, we originally scheduled our wedding for next February. But I had to take a course at work, a computer upgrade course, because I'm trying to get a promotion.
So we had to change it, right?
So we had to change it to this coming December. And that was fine. But then my sister, my only sibling, blood relative, can't make it.
We want to change it again because she can't make it.
She lives in
so
London.
Twice now we've changed dates.
She lives in London, and she just opened a gift shop, and it's the most busy time for her shop, and she can't make it, and she's my sister.
Well, but how long did she have to determine she? I mean, she didn't just open a gift shop
Angela,
like in a day, did she?
Angela, when we set that new date in December, we called her, we said, look, the new date's in December, how is that for you? And she said that was fine. We've sent out the invitations for 200 people.
Yeah, but
we've even put a deposit down on the hall. We
200
can't change
people, that's a lot.
Yeah, hey, I understand totally, but...
Right? And you want to keep changing it.
I don't want to keep changing it, but my sister, you know, she's got the situation, she opened the shop.
Well, that's one person.
She couldn't foresee how,
that's one person. We have
that's
200
my sister.
people
That's
who
my
have
family.
bought tickets, Angela,
Angela, it's my
who
blood,
are
and
coming
that's
from
what-
all
what-
over the place, and now we have to change.
Isn't that weddings is about families, isn't
Are we not a
it?
unit here?
Yeah, but
Are we-
but it's not just your family.
Are we not a
there's 200
unit?
But
people.
she's my only
We are
family.
a unit, okay?
No, I
We
understand
make the
that.
decision, not you and your sister.
No,
You're not marrying your sister.
I can't understand
okay?
why we
You're
can't
marrying
just...
me.
We can
She
just...
got a point.
But we can't...
Right?
Why can't we just postpone things for 6 months?
No,
Reschedule?
not 6 months.
That's
That
a
way-
long time.
That's a
number
long
one.
time. We have prepared. We
But that
keep
way
changing,
my sister
Angela.
can
Every
make
time
it.
we keep
Wait a minute,
changing,
wait a minute.
it's always a problem.
That-
Wait a minute.
Okay?
Wait, hold. Call me crazy. But even in a busy gift shop, and even though December's a busy month, you can take 2 days off, close the shop,
and
come to your brother's wedding.
That's exactly what I've been trying to tell
It's
you.
your only relative,
That's
like you
right.
said.
Well,
I mean, that makes more sense to me than canceling a wedding and 200 other people.
But if she gets it, well, she's got new people there. She just opened
No,
the shop.
it doesn't
Close
matter.
the
It
shop.
doesn't matter,
Close
Theo,
the shop.
okay?
She may lose the business. I mean, she just started
2 days
up.
is not. Come on now. What do you
I
think?
just can't understand why we can't postpone it for 6
listen,
months.
we put the deposit
6
down.
months.
We cannot get that money back, okay? We put deposit down. We sent invitations out to 200 people. Okay, we're not
But she's
changing
got a
again.
point. I
We
mean-
are a unit, and we have to make decisions together. Okay, if you want to make decisions with your
6
sister,
months.
you go marry your sister. You don't marry me.
I don't want to marry my sister. I
okay?
want to marry
because
you.
That's
You
not,
know, but I mean,
no.
really, she does have a point. I'm going to give you the gavel.
Thank
I mean,
you.
she's got a good point. Why would you change everything for 200 people for one person?
But that's my sister,
Okay,
Angie. My
but
blood.
Okay, I understand
You
that.
can understand
If
that.
I
she-
do, but
listen, if she
Sally,
loves
Sally.
you,
Taking the gavel back. But if you're going to say you want her to come, why can't she close the shop for 2 days?
that's right, and get somebody else to look at it for 2
No,
days.
not somebody else. Close it. You know, people.
Yeah.
Let me give you a little news flash. There are businesses all over this country that decide they're not working on Sunday, and they close the doors because they go to church. They don't work on Sunday.
That's right.
Period.
Okay.
People do it. They don't go out of
the
business.
thing that I'm concerned about here is that we're changing our date for
There's
our
more to
wedding
this.
date for everything.
Let me tell you something.
Everything.
There's more to this story. I can tell you without even asking you. Why would you change everything for one person?
Because that one person is my sister.
But okay.
No,
You
but we
made that
keep
point
changing
very
it.
clear.
You
We
I
keep
understand
changing
that.
it, okay?
But I don't,
We
I don't
keep changing
understand
it.
why she can't
Your
close
course,
the shop for
your sister,
Sally.
somebody's dog
Okay,
dies. I'm just
Sally.
sorry, you know, it's just, you know.
Why can't you close
Listen.
the shop for 2 days?
I don't know why she can't close the shop for 2 days.
Did you not even ask her?
The only thing I know is she can't make it for December.
Well, you
That's
know what?
too bad for
I think
her.
we need to
That's
change
too
that.
bad. She knew about it. She should have told us a long time ago.
I
Too
agree.
bad.
I'm sorry. I absolutely agree with her. Because I cannot believe that you would put everybody else in a position of inconvenience for one person.
Especially me. I'm going to be your wife here.
I know
You know?
that. I know that.
I don't understand this. Like,
It
I
doesn't
just can't
make sense
understand.
to me. It doesn't make sense. I mean, is this how?
he
Is this
wants
how?
to postpone this like for another what, 7 months or something
you know,
like that,
we-
6 months or whatever. No,
We
it's
can
not
argue
gonna
this.
happen.
We could argue this.
It's
and
not
you know,
gonna
we have
happen.
to have the wedding. And I mean, we can sit here and argue.
Yeah, we are trying
Well,
to have a discussion
exactly,
here,
and we
it's
have to
going
have the
be
wedding.
in December,
So
whether your sister can make
I
it
made
or
a
not. So
decision.
too
Okay,
bad.
no, because I made a decision.
What do you mean you made a decision?
I canceled the hall in December.
what?
And I rebooked it for June.
What?
So this is
You
even
did-
an
hold on,
option
you
now.
did what?
It's just taking away the option.
No, hold on.
you
Wait
didn't
a
tell
minute.
her?
You
No,
canceled
listen.
the wedding? When did you cancel this wedding?
I called them up.
Wait, no. First of
I
all,
called them up a
why
week
would
ago.
you do something
Sally,
like
goodness.
this?
I
You know,
called them up.
I'm gonna let you sit here, and I'm leaving.
I called them up a week ago. I just rescheduled it. Our deposit is fine. We can transfer it to June.
no,
6 months.
no,
That
you
gives
don't do
everybody
that.
a chance.
Theo,
You don't do that, okay?
Sally.
You don't change the way we are unit.
No, you're
Supposed to
not. You're not.
Yeah,
Theo,
no, obviously.
do you see anything funny about the fact that you would pick the phone up, change the date, and not tell your fiance, who then in turn can't tell the other 200 people that think they're coming to your wedding? Do you see anything wrong with that?
How could you do something like
Sally,
that?
shut up!
I just figured, you know, we talk about stuff, and we can have discussions about it, but when tough
That's not a
decisions have to be
discussion.
made, I got to make the decision. I want to have the wedding, so I made the decision. I canceled it. I rebooked it.
And you don't see
should
anything
never
wrong
have
with
done
that.
No,
When you walk down the aisle, are you going to walk by yourself?
no.
You sure?
He's
No.
asking for me.
Sally, do you understand what he's done? He
No, I know
made
what
a
he's done.
decision without including you. So
Yeah,
I
I
want to ask you: is this a typical pattern? Is this the way you all handle
Well,
your
no,
relationship?
he was never like this. When we were dating, he was fun. We talked about things and we discussed stuff.
Yeah, but that's
And
different.
what do you mean that's different? We
Dating's
discussed
different.
things.
Well, what's the
Dating's
difference? So is
different.
this a prelude to how
I
you will
don't
handle the
understand.
marriage?
No.
No,
Yeah,
dating's
that's what
different.
I want to know.
Dating's
That's
different.
what I would
You
like to know.
talk-
If we get married, then
we
what?
talk about things because you want to get to know people,
Right.
what they're thinking.
Okay, but what about
with
how you
marriage-
make decisions?
But
What about
marriage
the
is
way-
a different
Yes.
thing altogether.
Okay,
We
what
are
is it?
making-
Enlighten me. You need to be quiet, because you need to know this. You're the one marrying him, not me.
Marriage is a totally
Yeah,
different
maybe.
thing. You have to make some tough decisions when you're married.
Okay.
And I know you have enough to worry about. So I make the decision. I mean, ultimately,
You make the decision?
The
What?
man makes the decision.
Who are you? Who
That's what my
are
father
you?
did. That's
Who
what
is
his
this?
father. No, I mean, I
Who are
listen.
you? No,
I want
really,
to
who
listen,
are
and I
you?
think we should talk about things.
What do you mean? You
but
make the
ultimately,
decision.
when a tough decision
First of all,
has
let
to
me
be
tell
made,
you something. You
the man
treat
has
me
to make
like
the
a
decision.
child, and I will
don't-
act
no,
like a brat.
I don't like
okay?
the fact that I
am
have to
not
make the
a child.
decision.
Is
I
that
would
a
live
threat?
at home.
I mean,
Okay?
you're threatening him for what? Do you understand what he's saying? What he's saying to you is, I will make the decision
I can't
whether
believe
you
he
like it or
said-
not. Well, no, he did it. It's been done already. So now, see, now you get to decide what you're going to do about it. I'll be back with my resolution. Decisions should be joint in a relationship. That's the way they should be. Theo, you're controlling, disrespectful, and arrogant. The fact that you would make a decision to change the wedding and not tell your fiance is unacceptable and inexcusable. And the fact that it never crossed your mind to ask your sister to close her shop is even worse. Because in this relationship, Sally matters least to you. Sally, I hope that you look long and hard at who it is you're considering marrying, because the one thing that you have to realize is if that's the way Theo believes that decisions should be made, he's not going to change. That will stay the same. You know, when decisions are always made for you in a relationship, you're left without a choice. And in this case, you're left without a choice. You have to either decide, without this choice, I have to have either this date for a wedding, which is good because it's further along. I'm not saying don't get married. What I'm saying is you need the time Time is your ally. Because, see, this will give you an opportunity to really see who he is as a marriage partner. And if, in fact, he is going to make the decisions, Theo, I would say to you, understand you cannot abuse your power. There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship, in a marriage, and letting the man make the decisions. But you have to make sure that he's making the right decisions. Why would somebody follow somebody going in the wrong direction? The abuse of power is a straight, actual way of looking at your partner and saying, I don't respect you. And basically what he's saying at this point is, in a marriage, he will not respect you, what you have to say and what you think. So look at what you have. And like I said, I'm not saying it's over, but what I am saying is examine him for who he is. Because you know what? Happily ever after is not about walking down the aisle. Happily ever after starts inside each of you individually. And that's that, the final word.
Next on Singles Court. Norman's in a sticky situation over a phone bill.
Well, yeah, I made the phone call.
To a psychic hotline.
Rhonda says, if you want to reach out and touch someone, pay for it yourself.
If you want to talk, why don't you call Lola, see if she can give you the winning lottery numbers, and then you can pay your own damn phone bill.
Welcome back to Singles Court. I'm David Knight. We're back with two more singles who have a relationship problem, and they need help from the woman with the final word, Angela Siegel.
You know, David, I keep getting this question from women, is it okay to dine alone?
To dine alone, okay.
Yes, and for the record, yes, it's okay to dine alone because it leaves open the other chair.
That's right.
Right?
I've picked up lots of women at fast food places.
David.
Okay, Angela, meet Rhonda and Norman. Rhonda is a department store clerk. Norman is an unemployed cable installer. Rhonda just got this month's phone bill and learned that Norman's been dialing out for expensive psychic advice. Norman says at least somebody's listening to his problems. I call it the case of the Hotline Hotseat, or I see trouble in your future.
Rhonda, you're very upset about this.
Angela, things have been really tough at home lately. Norman was recently laid off about a month ago.
I just lost my job. I just lost my job. I went into work and they said, hi, Norman, we don't need you anymore. Thanks, bye-bye.
Anyway, last month, now I've tried to be really supportive of him. I've tried.
That's a difficult time.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult time, and he loved his job, and we were great together. But last week I got this phone bill for thousands of dollars. Now, I confronted...
Well, I can't pay it.
Well, but, okay.
I confronted Norman about it, and he admitted that he'd
That's
been spending...
$1,000, all right. Over $1,000.
Yes.
Well, yeah, well, if I had a job, I'd pay it, but I don't, so...
But you made the phone calls.
Well, yeah, I made the phone calls.
To a psychic hotline. Have you lost your mind?
Okay, I admit a psychic hotline is a little crazy, but
a little crazy?
I just lost my job.
Oh.
After a month. About a month ago, I lost my job, and I was devastated. It made me started to question all the stuff in my life, like stuff I thought I knew. So I was watching TV late one night, and this number came on, and well, I met Lola, and we started talking, and she listens to me.
Oh, please. You know,
But
Angela...
you're paying for her to listen to you.
No, I'm paying. I'm paying. That's the point. I'm paying.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
and it's not that I think that it's stupid, except that I
It's
do.
not stupid.
It's that I have a job that pays only so much money. And now you're expecting me to pay this phone bill.
I lost my job a month ago.
But
I was laid off.
Norman, she has a point. Now, even if that's something you think works or whatever, don't you think that because of the relationship that there should be some sort of discussion before you make those phone calls?
I never get to speak to her. I don't see her. She doesn't pay one iota to me anymore.
So you know what you do is you wait until you do see her before you ask, can I make this phone call? Because, see, you no longer have the power as far as finances are concerned in the household. You can't pay the bill.
No, but if I
That's
could,
right.
I would. If I had a job, I'd pay the bill.
You know
I
what?
wouldn't
Last time I
question
went
it.
to pay my mortgage, they didn't really want to hear, well, if I could, I would.
Exactly.
They really didn't.
Exactly. And I'm tired of hearing that.
Well, maybe if I get a little bit more support and caring at home, then I wouldn't need to phone Lola. Lola understands me.
Okay, explain to me what you mean by support.
Well, someone to listen to me.
Because you have a roof over your head, don't you?
Yes.
And you look like you haven't missed too many meals.
She comes home after work. She cooks dinner, she bangs around in the kitchen, she cleans up, and then suddenly she's too tired, and now she goes to bed.
Because
we
I've
don't
been
even
on my
talk.
feet 8.5 hours.
We don't even talk anymore. I need
well, you know
Lola.
what? You want to talk? Why don't you call Lola, see if she can give you the winning lottery numbers, and then you can pay your own damn phone bill.
Lola doesn't give advice like that. Lola answers questions. She's told me I should go back to school, that maybe I should try to find another job. She's made me feel a little bit better about myself.
Okay, I understand that you're in a bad situation, which is why people call these numbers in the first place. But do you also understand that there are other alternatives that are free?
Yes.
Like neighbors, friends,
but Lola and I, we have a relationship.
The park.
Lola and I developed a relationship. We're really close.
You think?
Yeah, yeah.
And, and every time you're close, she sends you a bill. You think there's a problem with that?
Well, that comes from the phone company, not from
She
Lola.
sends me a bill.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you a bill, you
Lola
a bill.
and I have a very great relationship.
I think I paid
Lola is making money off of this. This isn't just the phone company.
Well, that's not the point. It's just she's
no,
supportive.
that is the point. That is the point. Have you tried talking to Rhonda? Have you tried that?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
and
what happens?
She won't even pay attention to me.
That
All
is
I get
so
is this
not
phone
true.
bill waved in my face every day.
How unfair are you being right now?
What? What? If
You
I could
don't
pay
talk
the
to
bill,
me.
I would.
You just complain, oh, poor me, poor me.
You know, this Lola that you call from the psychic
Lola,
line, I mean, I believe in giving advice. It's what I do for a living. But you have the bill over there. Let's see what kind of advice Lola gives.
Sure.
Without spending the money. Because
Okay.
we don't have a budget to uphold that like you do.
Like I do.
No, you don't either.
Okay, let's pop it on speaker.
You're going to be hearing doo-doo-doo.
Hi, this is Lola. I'm ready when you are. Ready to hear your deep, hot voice in my ear. Ready to start running my fingers down my body. At the sound of the tone, please enter your customer ID number.
I don't believe
What?
it. Not only are you a liar,
What?
you're a perverted liar. You're
That's
spending
not a
my money
psychic-
on phone sex.
We do not.
Rhonda. I think you know that's not a psychic line, and those are not crystal balls.
We do not have phone sex. We talk.
not at all.
We talk. She gives me advice. She listens to me. She
You don't have a phone
understands
sex line,
men.
you just
That is-
talk.
She understands.
Norman. That is not a psychic line. You know that, right?
No,
okay.
but we don't have.
So already you lied and said it was a psychic line. It's not a psychic line.
Well, she gives me advice. We talk. We don't have phone sex. I don't consider it that.
Well, what do you consider?
Norman?
I consider
you don't
it a
call
friend.
a phone sex line for advice.
Yes,
you call
I
it for
do.
sex.
Yes, I do. I call for advice. I call for some
Rhonda.
support. She understands men. She knows. She's got hands-on experience.
Oh,
she
God,
knows
God,
what
yeah,
men
she
are
does.
dealing with.
No kidding.
She
Isn't
knows
that what
about
she
men's
said?
issues.
I'm ready to
hands-on-
touch myself.
Yes,
You're
hands-on
right.
experience
She
is
has
definitely
hands-on
key here.
experience.
Well, I don't mean it that
Rhonda,
way.
I know you don't, but Rhonda, do you understand here that obviously he's hurting, so you understand that part.
Thank you.
yes.
Thank
But
you.
you know what, Norman, I have to say to you, once again, my question, why would you put the household and the relationship in jeopardy to have a conversation with somebody who doesn't even really exist?
When I lost my job about a month ago, it was like the worst thing. I felt about this big. I get no support from her. Maybe
You keep
if I
saying that, but you know what? That's just a reason, not an excuse.
well, maybe if I got a little more support and a little more
So
caring
it's
at
my
home,
fault
I
now.
wouldn't have
okay,
to
well,
phone
I'm going to tell you
Lola.
something. You know, Angela, I come home. You know what Mr. Man is sitting around doing? Nothing.
I'm scared
he
to ask.
sits around all day feeling sorry for himself in sweatpants.
You used
and
to
we
like
all
me
know
in
what that means.
sweatpants.
Oh,
You used to say
please.
they look good on
Nobody
me.
looks sexy in
You know,
sweatpants.
have you thought about like redecorating your apartment with the one ads? Have you looked at those?
I can't face rejection again. Lola tells me it's not time to get a job yet. Lola says I should spend a few more weeks at home talking to her, and I'm not ready to go back to work. I can't handle that rejection.
I have a few
You're kidding,
suggestions
right?
for Lola, too.
I can't get another door slammed in my face. You know what that would do to me?
Norman, this is your girlfriend. This is the person you live with that you're supposed to love. You've now strapped her with a $1,000 phone bill for 1 month. Do you have any remorse for that?
No. Because if she did the same thing,
I'll be back with my resolution. This number's been disconnected. Losing a job can be devastating. And you understand Norman's feelings. You understand where he's coming from. And everybody handles adversity differently. And sometimes we have to take a step back and allow ourselves to let the other person deal with it in the best way that they can. And I think you tried to do that as best you could. You know, Norman, your feelings are understandable. I understand how you feel about the rejection. I understand what you're saying. But it's not acceptable to run up a phone bill that you know you can't pay. Now, I don't care if you have to go to work at McDonald's and Walmart and Jiffy Lube, but you need to pay that bill. That's your debt. You put it together. You find a way to pay it. You know, You weren't working. So while you weren't working, you could have made it a priority to make sure that you were able to get the support from Rhonda. If it meant following her around the house, what else did you have to do? You chose not to do that. So it was your choice. You know, self-pity is a bottomless pit in which you can never catch a foothold. Get out of the pit, Norman. Be a man. It's time to stand up and say, that's enough. Enough is enough. Rejection is part of life. It's necessary. It's not personal. It's what you need in order to succeed. It doesn't change. You know, you're going to have that all throughout life, but you need to get back on the horse. Because at some point, you're going to have to look to the woman that you love and say, I'm here for you. I'm here to take care of you and to make sure that we have a great life together. You know, what I would say to you is pay your debt. Like I said, be a man. And lose Lola's phone number. Because the one thing about Lola, she may give good phone and it may make you excited. But you know what? When it comes to your relationship, she keeps you disconnected. And that's that, the final word.
I'd like to close today by giving some advice to the men out there. If you're sitting around your sweatpants calling phone sex hotlines for advice, you've given up. It's time to hang up the phone, change your pants, and watch Singles Court, the final word for singles.